Just a reminder, interest rates affect more than just home buyers. Let's talk about it on Today in Mortgages. Hey, what's up, dreammakers? Welcome back to the show. We're talking about what's real, what's hype, and what you should actually be paying attention to out there in the world of mortgage and real estate news. It's Today in Mortgage. Got Rich Jefferson back with me here again today. How you doing, Rich?
I'm great, Michael.
Awesome. Well, today we are going to be talking about something a little bit outside of the mortgage industry, but it's going to shine a light just on how widespread interest rates effects are. So we pulled an article from CNBC today. It's called "Is Weak Manufacturing Measures Raise Specter of U.S. Economic Slowdown?" So, Rich, this is obviously not to do with home buying directly, but it does have to do with the economy and interest rates. Tell me a little bit about what we're looking at here, and then we'll talk about why.
Well, some of these reports, they're showing contraction in the economy. And this contraction happens because demand is lower. And that's the big thing. That's what the Fed is looking at.
Yeah, so this is the ISM survey that stands for Institute for Supply Management. And essentially, it's been contracting for quite a few months now, but the alarm bells are sounding because it has dropped lower than what was projected. And like you said, Rich, it's below that 50% mark. And as I teed up, the reason we're paying attention to this, Rich, obviously, is because this is just yet another indicator of what the economy is doing and why the Fed is looking toward a rate cut. And so this is kind of further evidence that that rate cut is due. Am I right?
Yeah, it's absolutely due. And then we have another big report tomorrow, Friday. That's the jobs report. I mean, today, the ADP payroll report came in much lighter than expected at 99,000, as opposed to it was expected somewhere in the 140 range, and it came in much lower. So we're likely going to see less job growth. Still more jobs. I don't want to, it's not like we're losing jobs. It's just we're not growing as fast as we had been.
Which is kind of where we want to be, right? We want to have that soft landing that they were always talking about. Hey, continuing to grow the economy, but it's just not so hot. And at the same time, and we don't want to wait too long before things start to actually contract and we go into, like the headline said here, fears of recession, which I don't think we're there yet, but I think it is time, like you said, for a rate cut. Rich, you like to pay attention to this because you always know the odds. What's our odds of seeing something more than a 0.25% cut?
I think it's around 50% today.
Really?
But I'm expecting 20. In fact, it's already priced in. We're already seeing the benefits in the interest rates in the street based on this expected price or rate cut by the Fed. If we get 50 basis points, that's just a bonus. I mean, that would be huge. I mean, what they're saying is we have a high percent chance of seeing 100 basis points for the end of the year of 2024, and then more to come in 2025. So the Fed's initiative is working. It's just painful.
Well, we stepped outside kind of the normal track of articles that we look at today as we looked at this ISM report. Rich, anything else going on in the economy that we should be paying attention to that might affect what the Fed will do later this month?
Well, ISM does several surveys. It's really ISM is the company that does the surveys with all the different sectors of the economy, right? You got manufacturing and services and healthcare services, including like healthcare and all that kind of stuff. Well, the services side of the ISM survey is actually growing. Or most of it is growing. So you're seeing improvements there while you're seeing contraction on the manufacturing side. So I just want to clear that up. These are surveys to go out to like purchasing managers at companies. Like, what are you feeling? Are you guys stocking up on inventory? Are you seeing your pricing for your products increase or decrease? These are the questions that are being asked. Then all that data is just put together and they produce this report for everybody to look at, particularly the Fed. That's what one of the areas that they're looking at. But tomorrow's the big day, Michael. Let's see how the jobs report looks. If it comes in lower than expected, I mean, we're likely to see some pretty good improvement in rates over the next 2 to 3 weeks.
That's great stuff, Rich. Thanks for steering the ship and making us smart on all these things. If you guys are interested in how you can get insider knowledge like this every day inside the network, click the grow link below and we'll get you all the information you need to know about being part of network funding and growing your career with the best network in mortgages. So, Rich, I know you gave us some bonus information there, but any final words on this?
It's important to understand when you're talking to buyers why interest rates are where they are and why you think interest rates are going to be coming down. Reading reports like this, understanding the source of the report and why it's used, these are all credibility issues when you're speaking to your clients. And I encourage people, if you're not watching this twice a week, you got to dig into the data yourself and understand what's happening. So it just adds credibility and comfort to your client. So get her done.
Knowing's half the battle, Rich. Thanks so much for making us smart again. Thank you, everyone out there, for watching, listening, wherever you are. We appreciate you, and we'll see you next time on Today in Mortgages. Today in Mortgages is produced by Network Funding LP, which is an equal housing lender, NMLS 2297. The content of this program is meant to be a commentary on mortgage and real estate news, and any discussion of rates and or products should not be taken as an individual mortgage or home buying advice or pricing estimates. And any commentary on this show should not be considered a promise to make a loan. All applicants for a loan must qualify, and you should consult a professional regarding your individual loan scenarios for your financial situation. Visit our website at nflp.com/licenses for all state licensing and other legal information.